Hello everyone, this is Anjali Wahingbam and you're watching Manu Live Top 20 News. All Assam Meitei DSO meet was held at Assam Manipuri Sahitya Bhavan in Hojai, which was organized by World Meitei Council Hojai Zonal Committee, and the main theme of the meeting was inclusion of Manipuri or Meitei in state list, as informed by our Hojai correspondent Samurai Latpam Hemanta Sharma. On the occasion of National Anti-Drug Addiction Day, the Guwahati Police has launched a campaign to further amp up the fight against drugs. A WhatsApp number 6026-901-246, which will remain active 24/7, and Guwahati Police has requested the citizens to share any available information on drug trafficking or traffickers so that the police can act swiftly and bind together with the people to eradicate this evil. Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb inaugurated a fire station at Kanchanbari with Minister of Home, Jail and Fire and Emergency Services Ram Prasad Paul and Minister of Welfare of SC Department Bhagavan Chandra Das. The athletes Lovelina Borgohain from Assam, Mirabai Chanu from Manipur and ace shuttler PV Sindhu, who brought laurels for the country in the Olympics, have featured on the cover in the 14th anniversary issue of Vogue India. Union Minister of Power has promulgated the Electricity Transmission System Planning, Development and Recovery of Interstate Transmission Charges Rules 2021. The rules are aimed at encouraging investments in the generation and transmission sectors and will enable the country to develop deeper markets. Vice President of India M. Venkaiah Naidu inaugurated Mahabahu Brahmaputra River Heritage Center at Panbazar, Guwahati today. He also later inaugurated PET MRI wing at State Cancer Institute of Guwahati Medical College and Hospital, as well as conferred Lokpriya Gopinath Bordoloi Award at Srimanta Sankardev Kala Kshetra as a tribute and in memory of the first Assam Chief Minister Bharat Ratna Lokpriya Gopinath Bordoloi. Assam government has instituted the Lokpriya Gopinath Bordoloi Award to recognize exemplary contributions towards national integration. During his speech at Kala Kshetra, Venkaiah Naidu asserted that Union government is focused on promoting all-round development of the northeastern region. Various progressive measures taken by the government would help Assam and other northeastern states to scale higher peaks of progress and development in the future. Mamata Banerjee has won Bhawanipur by-election and retained its Chief Minister's chair. She secured the Bhawanipur constituency by beating her BJP rival Priyanka Tibrawal by more than 58,000 votes, as Election Commission of India announced. Bollywood star Shah Rukh Khan's son Aryan Khan and 7 others were detained by Narcotics Control Bureau in a drug case after a raid at a cruise party. 2 women Maoist rebels have surrendered before Orissa DGP Abhay in Koraput today. To mark the completion of 2 decades of uninterrupted service in the public office by Prime Minister Narendra Modi since he took oath as Gujarat Chief Minister in 2001, Bharatiya Janata Party is all set to celebrate the occasion with a series of events on October 7. Union Minister Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari inaugurated Pandit Deendayal Upadhyay Theme Park Garden and unveiled the statue of Pandit Deendayal Upadhyay in Nashik in Maharashtra. In the first of its kind in history of Delhi Metro, an integrated flyover cum metro viaduct structure along with a vehicle underpass is being built near Surghat on the Majlis Park Mojpur corridor of Phase 4 in Northeast Delhi in association with PWD, which will be completed by 2023. Police recovered an arms consignment along the international border in Jammu. It is believed to have been dropped by a drone from Pakistan, which included an AK assault rifle, 3 magazines, 30 rounds and a telescope. The state government of Uttarakhand has announced today the implementation of the Essential Services Maintenance Act to ban the leave of the engineers and employees of the 3 power corporations of the state. The decision comes on the backdrop of the indefinite strike announced by the engineers and employees of the 3 power corporations starting from October 6. The Taliban has decided to deploy an exclusive battalion of suicide bombers at the borders of Afghanistan, especially in the Badakhshan province near Tajikistan and China. Bangladesh naval ship Samudra Vijan arrived at Visakhapatnam today on a 5-day visit to the Eastern Naval Command. The visit by the Bangladesh Navy is to commemorate together the birth centenary of Father of the Nation, Bandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and Swarnim Vijay Varsh, marking the 50th anniversary of 1971 Indo-Pakistan War, which led to the liberation of Bangladesh. A bomb targeted the entrance of a mosque in the Afghan capital today, leaving a number of civilians dead. According to top report, no one immediately claimed the responsibility for the attack. However, since the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan in mid-August, attacks by Islamic State group militants against them have increased. A small private plane carrying 6 passengers and a crew of 2 crashed into a vacant 2-story office building in a Milan suburb in Italy today. India claimed 4 medals along with 2 silvers to surge to the top of the medal standings at the ISSF Junior World Championship today. And today's Assam COVID-19 update: total positive cases 193, recovery rate 98.33%, and total death case 1. That's the end of Top 20 News. Thank you for watching.